Hey you guys, it's Akira from What's going on? So, Lion King.
She knows exactly what she wants, and she knows exactly what she deserves, and it makes them boys nervous.
So, let's start from the beginning. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure that you hit the notification bell. You'll be notified every time I post new content. If you're coming back, hey boo, what's good, what's poppin', what's happening? So, Lion King. I told you guys in Tuesday's video that I was going to see Lion King, and I have thoughts, I have feelings. Peep the shirt, I was ready, okay? So, I have thoughts and feelings. So, going into it, Lion King is not my favorite Disney movie. It's a classic, of course, but my favorite personally is Mulan. So when the Mulan live action one come out, I'm gonna be the first one there, and trust me, I'm gonna be real critical because that's my favorite one. But anyway, I went into this one not really knowing what to think because I saw a lot of mixed reviews. Some people were like, it's amazing, it's the best thing since sliced bread, da 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 da. And then there were other people who were like, sis, don't waste your money, it's a waste of time, da 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 da. Now, I didn't go in, like I said, I kind of went in just like, you know, it's Disney, it's a live action, and to be honest, this is actually my first, I think this is my first live action Disney movie that I've seen, that they've redone, like, because most of them I'm like, I'm okay, but because it's the Lion King, it's the all black, for the most part, all black cast, like the people that I care about, like Donald Glover. I forgot how much I love hearing Donald Glover sing until I listened to the soundtrack that came out before the movie came out, and then the gift came out with the movie. We'll get to the gift though, we'll get there, so just keep watching. But I went to the movies. I went on a Monday where it's $5, so if I didn't like it, it was only $5 that I spent. If I do like it, cool, good $5 spent. Overall, I feel like it was a good movie. If you know the story of the Lion King, then you know pretty much what happens. I think a lot of people, you know, was giving Beyonce a lot of flack. This is the thing. If we're going to be completely honest, Beyonce's not an actress. I mean, I know there are a lot of people who feel away when people say that. And I'm a Beyonce fan, okay? I'm saying, I wouldn't go as far as to say I'm a stan, but I'm definitely a fan. I've been to concerts, I buy the music, I stream the music, all those good things. Like, I love Beyonce. I think she's one of the best entertainers, period, ever. Like, not of our century, just period. If we're talking about the Great Hall of Fame of entertainers, Beyonce is in there, okay? But that don't take away from the fact that sis just not a good actress. So I was a little concerned about how this was going to be, considering, you know, she's just not good at acting, so what's the voice going to be like? And overall, I think she did a pretty good job. There were a few parts I'm like, but everybody, to me, except for Mufasa, because James Earl Jones is like a legend, so never say anything bad about him. But except for him, I think everyone kind of had a moment of like, But overall, I think it was good. I was really concerned because with them being animals, like, how are they gonna do this where it's still engaging? Because in my head, I'm thinking like National Geographic, where like the animals just be there, and then we gonna hear like the random voices. You know how, like, do you remember? And this is. Do you remember when we were kids? I don't know if they still do these, but like they used to have those real bad English dub over like karate films where like it'll be, I'm not trying to be funny, but it'll be like somebody speaking a different language, and then like they'll go on for like 2 minutes, and then it'll say like good morning. Like you supposed to, all of what they just said, say good morning. Something crazy like that. Like I really felt like that's probably how this was gonna go, but I was pleasantly surprised. I think they did a really, really good job. The cinematography was beautiful. They really took their time and built out Pride Rock, and it was beautiful, and the Circle of Life and things like that. And it's amazing watching this story as an adult with life experience and things like that, as opposed to watching it as a kid. Because as kids, you're not really thinking about a lot of these things, but as an adult, it's crazy. Like, for one, I had a few aha moments in the movie, but the one that really sticks out to me is I guess this is a spoiler, but I don't think it's a spoiler because, again, if you saw the original Lion King, then you know how the story goes. So do you remember when Mufasa first sees Simba, like, he's in the midst of the stampede and Mufasa tries to save him? And clearly, like, Simba's terrified, he's holding on to this thing, and then Mufasa is hopping down, like, about to risk his life to save his son. Like, it made me think about, like, that's how God is for us, like, in the midst, when we're in the midst of our foolery, and, like, the antelopes The stampede is almost like life, right? Like when different things are happening in life, and we're holding on to dear life because we don't know what to do, and we're terrified, and we don't know what to, and God always, well, him sending Jesus was literally like Jesus jumping into the fray for us and just moving things out the way and making the ultimate sacrifice just so we can live. And I had a whole moment, like I had a whole thought about that while I was watching it, and I was like, this is so beautiful. That's what made me cry. Like the thought of that is what made me cry. But anyway, overall, I thought it was a really, really good movie. I thought it was beautiful. The cinematography was beautiful. They really built up Pride Rock. It was gorgeous. I was really proud of the voice actors. Like it sounded really good. I mean, like I said, for the people who hated it, I don't really know what you expected. I mean, I thought is it Disney's best movie? No. But is it their worst? Absolutely not. And I thought it was amazing. Honestly, listening to The Gift is what really got me hyped about seeing the movie. Now, The Gift, if you don't know, Beyonce came out with an album. I don't know if it's really she came out with an album or she curated an album to go with the movie, whatever it was. Beyonce put her foot in that album. Okay? To me, it's probably one of her best pieces of work. And there are different parts of the movie like that play throughout, the album, the soundtrack, or it's not really a soundtrack, but those songs, it's crazy because I was actually just having this conversation with my friend Tanisha. Me and her went to go see the movie together. Hey boo. And we were talking about how, so if you don't know this about me, you probably don't know this about me, I have been dancing, like been in dance classes, things like that, since I was 2 years old. My very first dance class was an African dance class. And, we learned about, the different cultures in Africa, in different countries, and, how different places, different beats and different cultures, obviously they manifest through different ways. So like through the instruments they play, through the beats that they make, and things like that. And this album made me just feel like I would have loved to be a little girl in African dance class when this album comes out. Because unfortunately, a lot of us don't know what country we're from, what country our ancestors come from. And, when you hear beats and you do whatever, like, your body responds. Like, you feel it, you know what I'm saying? But we don't really know where that feeling comes from. Like, we know it comes from Africa, but saying I'm from Africa, or my ancestors are from Africa, it's like saying my ancestors are from North America. Like, there are states there. Like, what does that mean, sis? And so that's how I feel about Africa. Obviously, Africa has several countries. What does that mean? What part of the country? Which country are you from? What part of that country? What tribe are you from? Like, those are things that was stolen from us. So it made me excited but sad. Excited because Beyonce is the type of artist, because she's so big that you can find more commonality with Beyonce than a lot of the African artists, just because you don't know, you know what I'm saying? But the cool thing is, because now we have the internet and things like that, you can look up these artists, you can see where they're from, you can see, you can do research on their musical influences and why they sing the way they sing it, with the beats and things like that. So we'll go over a few of my favorite songs. So the single was cool, Spirit was cool. Bigger, though, I really like Bigger. Don't Jealous Me is probably my favorite song on there. Like, every time I hear the beat, it just make me, every time, it just made me hit every time. I love that beat. And actually, Don't Jealous Me doesn't have Beyonce on it, which I was really surprised that one of my favorite songs didn't have Beyonce. But that song, of course, Brown Skin Girl, because, obviously. What else? Brown Skin Girl, Move Forever. I really like Move Forever. Beyonce was talking her stuff, because y'all know, for the most part, Beyonce, she try to be humble. Every now and then she'll hit us with like a bow down or something, but for the most part she's humble, and I appreciate the love that she put into this album, especially for her daughters. Y'all been dragging Blue Ivy forever about her, even though, because Blue Ivy is lighter, but she has very traditionally black features that we automatically put with black people. She has the wider nose, she has thicker eyebrows, things like, she looks like her father. She has some features like her father, and I appreciate that Beyonce is making music that her daughter can see herself in, and she won't grow up with some of those complexes that some of us have, because we didn't have parents who taught us how to love ourselves despite that. Like, it's funny because this album literally sounds like my mama. Like, you feel like, what? Turn on Brown Skin Girl. Like, if this album had been out when I was a little girl, like, I already know my mama would have been playing it all the time for me. Like, I already know. But yeah, so Brown Skin Girl, Move Forever. There's another song. Oh, My Power. Tierra Whack went off on there, okay? I already knew Tierra Whack was bomb. I'm glad she's starting to get the shine that she deserves. Beyonce went off. And then there were 2 African artists on that song. Moonchild. I forget her last name. And like Naja. Now, I don't know who's singing what on that song, or like who's doing what part. But their third verse is like in another language. I want to learn it. I want to know what they're talking about. I would love to know what that is. Because if y'all will play I Like It Like That, and I do speak Spanish, half y'all don't know what they're saying, you can listen to this one and catch a beat and, have a moment. So, just saying. But overall, I think the album really set in the anticipation for the movie. And then the movie met those, I didn't really go in with expectations, but I had an overall really, really good experience. If you have not listened to the album, listen to the album. I'm telling you, like, even if you don't listen to the whole thing, there are a few songs on it. Honestly, the whole album just goes. Like, if you just put the album on, just let it play. It's one of those things you can let it play while because all the songs are upbeat enough to where it's not super, they all have a little beat to them, So, it was really, really good. I enjoyed the movie. I hope you guys did too. If you go watch it, let me know in the comments. Have you seen it? Do you plan on seeing it? And what was your favorite live action movie that they've done so far? I didn't see Aladdin because I really didn't feel the need to. So a lot of their movies, I'm kind of like, when they get on Netflix, I'll catch it. But Lion King was a moment. We had to do that. Plus, it's Beyonce. If we keep it a buck. And Donald Glover. Have y'all heard, because like I said, I forgot how much I like Donald Glover singing until I heard him singing. Their version of Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Beautiful. And have y'all heard, there's a clip, if I can find it, I'll put it in the description box. There's a clip of Donald Glover singing Tamia, So Into You. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So I forgot how much I loved him singing until I saw this. So yeah. Now, somebody was like, I don't want to hear, I don't really want that version of it, but I loved it. I loved hearing their voices together. I thought it was beautiful. Hakuna Matata is probably one of my favorite songs too. And you know what I realized? Hakuna Matata is basically YOLO. It's like Hakuna Matata. Like, it's just, again, as an adult, you hear some things, you're like, okay. And it was funny. This is how I knew it was 2019. We were in the movies, and obviously there are children there because it's the Lion King. And they said, I forget what part it was on, but someone had said something like, I don't remember, but all of a sudden I heard this kid say, period. And I was like, oh child, it is 2019. We are in here watching Lion King because who's yelling period at the TV in 95? Nobody. That wasn't a thing. Was the City Girls even born yet? I don't know, because I don't know how they are. But anyway, if you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out the website, truthandloveunited.com. If you have any questions, my email is in the description bar. Hit me up. Let me know what's up. Let me know what you're thinking. And like I always say, as long as you're running your race at God's pace, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Never rely on. Don't you play with monkey. Got too much go to try on. Bye, y'all.
Know that girl can make everything you got a little better. She can change your world for the better.